Morning, I thought I would show you something really quickly. Is this straight here? I've just woken up. Well, I woke up about half an hour ago and I'm just pottering around my flat. I have about 3 hours of teaching today, but people often wonder, a lot of my friends in the city I'm in, they often wonder why I chose to live where I live, because I'm a bit far out of town. This is a small city, by the way. This is Budapest, but it's a bit out of town. And they say it's so far away. To me, it's not far away. It's just a hop and a skip. That's how I see it. I'm from a much bigger city. But let me show you why I chose to live where I live, because I think people don't fully grasp how important this is. Okay, so do you see it? It's snowing, and this is my view right now. This is the view of everything, and it started to snow down below, which is fine, but it's just so quiet. It's so quiet, there's hardly any noise, and it's peaceful. And if you want to just relax, I don't like noise. And if you just want to relax, this is the best way to do it. Okay, it's going to be wellies today because that is quite a bit of snow, and I like to be comfortable. What is? Oh no, where are my wellies? Oh, they're here. People here find wellies kind of weird, but it's just a common sense thing, especially when it's snowing or there's rain. But people, I think they don't find it fashionable. So I like wearing wellies, especially when it's heavy rain, or I'm horse riding, or there's snow. Yeah, it's snowing. It's not very heavy, or it's snowing, but it's not very heavy, or it's light snow, and I think it's going to melt fairly soon, so that's good. I'd say that the only thing that makes me nervous about this is the possibility of slipping and falling. That is it, because it gets very icy sometimes, but that's it. And I've had a few slips and falls, but when you're not expecting it and you're in a hurry, it's really bad. Yeah, so I'm happy with this. It's still not working. Oh, bugger.
A few hours later.
So far, the day has been chaotic. It's been really chaotic. And I'm just like stressed out. The lift's still not working, so I've had to climb the stairs about 4 times today already. 8 times back and forth. So yeah, that's where I am right now. So I just thought I'd come home and season some pork before going back out again in the snow and with the lift not working. Seasoned pork, I like to use honey, soy sauce for some reason. I think honey always goes well with soy sauce. Have I got any soy sauce? So this is what I get in the Korean shop, which is nearby. Honey, soy sauce. They always talk about balsamic vinegar. I don't usually put vinegar in my food. Sesame oil and brown sugar. Yeah, that will work. I don't think I've got sesame oil though. No, I haven't. That's about to be, yeah, all my sesame oil, I believe, is gone. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. So I'm just gonna make do with what I have. Soy sauce, honey, and seasonings, other seasoning, ginger, garlic, that sort of thing. Paprika, chilies. My salt and pepper stash, my salt stash is running low. It's running pretty low. About to be a disaster because I'm not very good at following directions. I'm just not good at that sort of thing. And I'm pretty sure I'm using too much. Oh, even the honey's been difficult. Oh no. Come on, honey, 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 honey. Woo! Oh God. So just now I was, trying to do this. And I heard like a commotion coming from the hallway. So I went to check out what was going on. And some of my neighbours, they've met on the stairs. And I think their dogs don't like each other. But you would have thought that because the conditions we're in aren't exactly normal, they would have thought to put their dogs on a leash. And they didn't. And they're not used to using stairs. So some of them, like their dogs weren't following them right beside them. So some of them were on one floor, the dogs were on another floor. It's like common sense, guys, come on. Anyway, so the dogs got into a bit of a kerfuffle and the stupid neighbours panicked. Okay, 2 tablespoons soy sauce. So the honey is coming out a lot thicker than I imagined. And it's pretty stuck in the bottle. But I think that's because it's so cold outside. It's not really cold actually, it's just, snowing, that's all. I can't really call it cold. Compared to like... It is 0 degrees though, so maybe there's something to be said about that. Okay, brown sugar I'm just going to do via, This is what it looks like. It makes me wonder if I need the sesame oil and the balsamic vinegar. Because I only have the honey, soy sauce, brown sugar, and that's what I thought I needed really. But I think that's just to water this down a bit. I think. I have to see how I feel about this. It looks sexy though. Nice and thick. I added some garlic and chili and all that stuff because, I just don't know how to do without that. But the sauce is really thick and gloopy, so I think this might turn out quite nice. I've got to go back to work. I've got to go back to work and then I'm going to come back and then have dinner. And that's it for today really. I'm so exhausted. I'm also vitamin D deficient and apparently that's what's been affecting my hair, my skin, everything. My vitamin D levels are dangerously low, so I'm working on getting them back up to a normal level. They're very dangerously low and I was having cramps around my legs, a lot of leg pain, a lot of muscular pain, which I'm not used to, so I didn't know what was going on. And then someone mentioned vitamin D and I thought, it can't be, but I am deficient. I'm not even low, I'm just deficient. And because I have long COVID as well, that's playing a part, so I really have to ramp it up. So because at the moment there isn't much sun where I am on supplements. I'm having to take supplements and I'm having to, anytime there's sunlight, I sort of sit here in this area and I open a window because I can't absorb sunlight through the windows. The windows act as a barrier. So I actually have to have sunlight on my skin. So I actually open the windows when there's sunlight and I stand here with a coat because it's so cold. So it's really touch and go. So I'm having to use supplements at the moment. Let me show you. This is what I'm using right now. I've been told that the vitamin D has to be taken, D3, under the tongue. And you have to wait before eating or after eating. So don't take it with food. And this is vitamin D with coconut oil and it has to be taken under the tongue. And you know what? In the last 2 weeks of taking this, and trying to get sunlight, like natural sunlight, I feel a lot better. My extreme fatigue is gone. All the muscular pain is gone that I was feeling. Like it was a lot of pain. But it actually takes a while for the levels to go back to normal, like months. And I think it's taken months to get here, and it's going to take months to get back. And I have a feeling that because I have long COVID as well, that's depleting my magnesium, vitamin D as well. But the long COVID theories are still a bit all over the place. So please, especially if you've got black skin, brown skin, and you're very protected from the sun, you have to check these levels, because during COVID, particularly in countries like the UK, a lot of the black and brown population were affected, and this was because I'm not a doctor, but I have a feeling that because vitamin D levels were so low, we were more affected, and it played a role in. I think if vitamin D levels had been higher, we would not have suffered as much as a community. But I actually know people who died. I know so many people who died from COVID, and after everything, 2 years on, still died from COVID. So this is just because I think this is something that will not be drummed into us, especially people who are of Asian descent, people with black and brown skin, like dark skin tones. It will not be drummed into us. We need to check our supplements because we're not getting enough from, especially if you're in the northern hemisphere, you're not going to get enough sunlight. And I found this out to my detriment because my body started aching all over. I couldn't sleep. I was always tired. I couldn't sleep, but I was always tired. My body hurt. My joints hurt. My muscles hurt. And that's how bad it was. And I was getting cramps all the time. And that's because my levels were so dangerously low. So please, please, please do check. And now, since taking this for the last 2 weeks, everything's gone back to normal. I'm still a bit tired, but I think because there's just no sunlight at the moment, I'm being affected by that as well. So please, please, please do check. Because I think it does affect our quality of life and our long-term health. I've lost quite a lot of hair in my center, and I think that has to do with it as well. And I also, my skin has needed a lot of work, and I think that has to do with my vitamin D levels as well. So please do check. I'm gonna head into the school now and teach my last class of the day. Wish me luck. Oh, I'm so bad with opening these. Come on then. Uh-oh.